Hey everybody, Fraser Valley Targets here. I just wanted to show you a quick review of our half-inch flame cut Ar500 12x12 square. We took some shots on it on the weekend, and I wanted to show you guys how it held up. We were firing 5.56, a variety of 5.56 at 100 meters, and a variety of 7.62 by 39, some 308 soft points, and some 12 gauge slugs. And I wanted to show you, like I said, this is a flame cut gong. All of our gongs that we sell are water jet cut. I wanted to give you a close up on the plate here. See some very minor marks from the 5.56, which actually really surprised me, because if you look here, you see some of these dimples right here. Those are also from 5.56, but from the Barnaul 223s and Chinese surplus 5.56. These little pocks here that are a little bit more significant are from the Federal American Eagle line mil-spec 5.56 at 100 meters, and they put a chip out of the paint, out of the surface of the plate there. Nothing serious, nothing that's going to send spalling back at the shooter, or nothing that's going to adversely affect the life expectancy of this plate. I'll start talking about the super links here on the back now. These super links are welded in-house. You can see those welds, beautiful welds. And they're holding up just fine. No stressing, no fracturing. These super links are made in-house on a 60-ton shear, and they're actually mild steel fused to the AR with weld. So these aren't going to shatter or tear off or crack like bunny ears and normal AR. AR's hard and will take the impact from the bullet, but over time it'll find the weak spot and crack on the AR. So that's why we opted not to put any holes in the plate, but instead weld to the back. Now, some people may be saying, oh well, heat affects the plate. Well, let's look at our weld surface here. This is the weld zone, and you can see there's no more significant pocking in this area than there is over here in this area, where the heat wouldn't have affected it. So you can see that it's consistent. The strike face is the same, unchanged by the heat. We weld in stages, so as to prevent too much heat buildup, or the heat penetrating the plate, or penetrating into the strike face. I'll show you another really good feature about these super links. They give some standoff to the shackle, which helps give that plate that natural downward angle, or a forward angle that deflects spalling into the ground. When you're done shooting these, at the end of the day, you get a big trench that forms at the bottom on the ground right below the plate, where all your spalling deflects into the ground. It's really quite fascinating. We don't recommend shooting steel core, because the steel core holds together and retains more energy. But if this plate is not moving and you shoot it with a steel core, there's a really high chance that it'll just deflect into the ground right below it and lose all of its energy. But you know, if you're shooting at it and the plate's swinging, and you hit it when it's swinging forward, there's a chance that the steel core could be deflected up to the air. So we don't recommend it. But lead and copper jackets just evaporate on the plate. They turn into powder. Trying to think if there's anything more. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know much about Ar500, a 308 will normally, pass through static half-inch mild steel, whereas on Ar500 steel, it doesn't even leave a mark. There's a bunch of 308s that hit at the bottom of this plate, and I couldn't tell you where exactly they landed. But the 5.56, the American Eagle, however, I guess it's just moving that much faster, and because they're such pointy rounds, the energy is concentrated into one spot, and it can pock the steel at 100 meters. Either way, like I said, you're still going to get a whole lot of life out of one of these plates, even if you are shooting, super hot load 223 or 243 at very close ranges. You're still going to get a lot of life out of one of these plates. Anyways, that's all.